this on. Hi, so today I'm talking about the Scorpio woman and how to get with one. So a Scorpio woman's birthday falls between October 23rd and November 21st. Their element is water, their quality is fixed, and their symbol is, of course, the scorpion. The first thing you'll probably notice about this woman is like her piercing gaze. Though she doesn't really prefer to stand out in a crowd, she really doesn't have to because people will notice her due to the intensity of her eyes in one way or another. She can get people's attention with a look. It's kind of like her specialty. It comes from an undercurrent of intensity that like runs through her, and also her ability to make you feel like she knows everything about you at first glance. What on God's green earth is going on? This woman tends to be confident, but not overtly so. She usually has some kind of an ego, but she doesn't usually broadcast it. She'll probably come across as like poised and nonchalant, but on the inside, she's very intense. She doesn't like to share her true feelings and does an excellent job of masking them. A Scorpio woman isn't the type to show how she's truly feeling, and she definitely doesn't wear her heart on her sleeve. She actually enjoys being able to have such a control over her emotions. This isn't the type of woman that's like bouncing around with nervous energy, giggling away. She's more just there calm and cool and collected. It's almost eerie. A Scorpio woman likes to know who she is and who she isn't. She really doesn't like to be in a gray area, and she prefers the comfort of black and white. If you insult her and she doesn't agree with you, you're most likely not going to get a reaction. If you compliment her, she might just openly agree with you. This is the kind of woman that can take a compliment very well. On the other hand, this woman isn't the type to give out compliments very easily, so if you find yourself being praised by a Scorpio woman, you should know that she truly means it. This definitely isn't the kind of woman that you can boss around or easily manipulate. Like I said before, she knows who she is and what she wants, and she's not afraid to be open about these things. This woman tends to be very mysterious and may have an alluring quality that is hard to pinpoint, where it's coming from. But usually Scorpio women are looked at as sexy, which may be why, when people say Scorpio, they tend to immediately think of sex. And, that's not necessarily, it's not like all Scorpio women are running around having sex all the time. It's just that they have a charm about them that makes them alluring and sexy and mysterious, and they're kind of like, in film noir, like they would be the femme fatale, and that's like the best way to describe them. I just picture like that sexy husky voice and like bedroom eyes and whatever makes a sexy woman. Scorpio women tend to have something about them that just makes men and women crazy. Like in a passionate, romantic, sexual way. So, the Scorpio woman can be quite seductive and she can definitely act the part of the stereotypical female, but once she's in a relationship, she really wants to be in control and she definitely wants to dominate. She really prefers to be in charge. This woman can make an old pair of sweats look sexy, like a really old pair, like ratty and full of holes and like from, I don't even know, the 80s. I think that's a pretty hard feat. She knows how to use her ability to be sexy to kind of get what she wants. Now with this domineering, slightly manipulative nature can come a woman who can be somewhat dangerous. She could easily step over to the dark side. If she goes too far, masking her emotions and pretending to be someone she's not, she can, really start to become irritable and show it in an angry and cruel way. She can be downright mean, and she just needs to remember who she is, who she wants to be, and be that person, and that way she'll be able to regain the control that she loves, in a good, positive way. This woman is probably very stubborn though, and once she's stuck in her ways, it kind of becomes a rut, and it might be hard for her to change that. So if you're interested in a Scorpio or in a relationship with a Scorpio woman, then just be patient with her, and she'll truly appreciate that. Out of all the signs, I feel like the Scorpio woman would probably have the most interest in the subject of astrology and other similar subjects. She is the kind of woman that might get like strange feelings or know things that are gonna happen before they happen. She just kind of has like a sixth sense to her, and I'm not talking about like the movie where she's like seeing ghosts everywhere. I just mean like, she kind of has that little way about her where she might like know who's calling before she picks up the phone, like without checking the caller ID, obviously. I feel like it's really hard these days to pick up a phone and not know who's calling. like, why wouldn't they be saved in your contacts, I guess? And then if they weren't, then it's obviously somebody that you wouldn't know. Scorpio woman can be extremely loyal, but, you know, like a Leo woman, she's really only loyal to those that she considers worthy of her loyalty. So if she considers you worthy, then she will definitely be very trustworthy and, you know, be very good to you, but she doesn't consider that many people worthy or, you know, worthy of these attentions from her. It's a pretty select group. So obviously, you know, if you don't really know her, don't be surprised if she comes across as a little bit stuck up. So you want to know if a Scorpio woman is into you? Well, hey, one way is if she smiles at you. This woman honestly doesn't just smile at anybody, so if she smiles at you, like, take that as a good sign that she's probably interested in you. And I like that about Scorpio women, you know? I like that they're not trying to put on a show for anybody. You know, I mentioned earlier that they might pretend to be someone they're not to get something, but, I mean, they're really confident in who they are internally. Like, they know inside who they are, and a lot of people don't, and I think that's pretty impressive for a Scorpio woman. Other ways you might know if a Scorpio woman is interested in you is you might hear from a mutual friend that she's been asking about you. Scorpio women are natural detectives in that they have that in them to want to explore things, to want to research things, and if they're interested in a guy or, you know, a woman, then they're definitely going to, like, look into this person before they pursue any type of dating or relationship with them. So they might, you know, like, Google them, Facebook them, like, before they go on their first date. Like, online dating is probably pretty good for a Scorpio woman because she's able to get quite a bit of information if she puts her efforts into doing so. You know, usually if a Scorpio woman is truly interested in somebody, it'll take a while before they reveal their interest. She might, like, ask you to hang out without implying anything romantical or whatever, and then when you show up, she's, like, kind of ready to seduce you. And again, I don't mean always, like, sex. I just mean you can tell that she's interested when you show up. Like, she's obviously prepared for a date, even if she didn't, you know, warn you beforehand. Like, she probably doesn't even realize that she is being as seductive as she can be. Or, I feel like I need a better word than seductive. Being as charming as she can be, and she might not realize that she's being, like, flirtatious. She might think she's being a little flirtatious, but sometimes I feel like Scorpio women can come across a little more flirtatious and seductive than they really mean to be, and other times I think that they are trying to be seductive and flirtatious because they know they're good at it. My voice just went to, like, a whole new octave right there. If a Scorpio woman is interested in you, she will definitely want to spend one-on-one time with you. She's not the type to really be into, like, group dates. Like, she'd prefer to go on a date with just you. She might invite you to go hang out with her, to study with her, like, I don't know, whatever age you are. Like, she's definitely going to try to seek alone time with you if she's interested. And this is, of course, after she already knows, like, information about you and you're not just a stranger. So that is a Scorpio woman. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I don't know. I'm going to continue doing videos about the woman of the zodiac and then probably move on to other things, hopefully, that aren't sun sign related, just because I know I've done a lot of that. But yeah, I have a couple dias in mind. Couple dias in mind, okay? My camera cut me off literally at the very end of the video. So let's do this again because I can't leave it out. As usual, have a good day or night.